Obviously, I do not want to give up this internship. I want to have my cake and eat it too, getting my research done and doing this internship. I'm looking at ways that I can bring more AI and machine learning into my project, but my project was already set in stone before I got there. And that's my sort of second piece of advice. If you're someone that likes autonomy and creativity, make sure you state that before getting into an agreement with supervisors. It's either they have the research idea all set and they're just looking for someone to do the research, or they have funding and general research interest and want to collaborate on a novel project. Knowing what I know about myself now, option B is what I wanted, but I was in an option A situation. So when we couldn't come to an agreement, we decided to involve our graduate program advisor. Now, by this point, I have already accepted the internship with IBM and I was feeling a little bit slighted. I felt like it was not right to be asked to give up such a good opportunity. I'm still actively doing this research and I'm just not locked in. And if you know anything about me, guys, I'm a pretty serious person. Initiative is not something I struggle with. So I was also surprised by my lack of just going for it. There was something about the research that just wasn't quite me. So this is when I started to first think about switching. So I go into this meeting, it's my supervisor, my co-supervisor, and the graduate program advisor. The conversation did not go as expected. I left that meeting in shambles. I felt like no one was really on my side. A graduate program advisor is supposed to be the neutral party that's trying to find common ground between a dispute, and my co-supervisors had banded together. They were not spiteful in any way. I think I just felt the weight of my situation alone and I felt unsupported. I expressed that. I said, I feel ambushed in this situation to make a decision that is not in my best interest. We left that meeting. I try not to lean on my own understanding, so I prayed about it and I felt very pushed to leave. I made that decision that day and I drafted an email and I sent it to my co-supervisors, letting them know that I was leaving the lab. This is quite literally the scariest thing that I have ever done. I'm now in a position where I either have to leave my master's completely or find a new lab. But guys, there is so much that comes with finding new supervision. It is not easy. And if I leave my master's, then I'm also giving up my internship because the internship is for students that are in school. I thought to myself, I have a computer science degree. I could go work. I was under a lot of pressure. As a first generation Canadian, Nigerian at that fact, this is not something we do. My mom, bless her, was super supportive, but it was one of the first times where she had nothing to say. And I felt like I was failing everybody. I felt like I was failing the McCormick Bain Scholars. I was one of 3 Black people in my cohort. I just felt like I was living into every stereotype. The shame and guilt that I felt alone in that time was enough to make me